The silent battle. How to defeat sarcopenia and reclaim your independence. Have you noticed how getting up from a chair feels harder? How stairs you once climbed now loom like a mountain? You're not alone. As you read this, 38 seniors are being rushed to hospitals, not from well-known diseases we dread, but from a silent thief stripping their dignity day by day. Falls caused by sarcopenia, the invisible threat that transforms lives. Sarcopenia is a stealthy robber. It doesn't announce itself with fanfare or clear warnings, yet it can steal up to 33% of your muscle mass after 60. That's a third of your strength, your independence, your ability to live fully. Think of your parents, grandparents, or maybe yourself. The struggle to rise from the sofa, the constant fear of falling, the growing need for help with once routine tasks. These aren't just signs of age, they're a process you can fight. The stakes are stark. 87% of seniors with advanced sarcopenia end up needing institutional care. Entire families feel the emotional and financial toll when a loved one loses autonomy. Maria, 72, shares through tears. I was always independent, raised my kids alone, worked my whole life. Now I can't even open a water bottle without help. The worst part? Seeing my kids' worried looks every time I try to stand. The science of hope. Here's the game changer. We don't have to accept this fate as inevitable. Harvard researchers uncovered something revolutionary. Even at 70 or 80, you can not only halt, but reverse muscle loss with the right diet. Among countless nutrients studied, one stands out as a muscle rebuilding champion. Whey protein. Packed with leucine, it outperforms even medications, rebuilding muscle in just 6 weeks with a stunning 91% success rate in trials. João, 78, who nearly gave up leaving home due to fall fears, says, 3 months ago, I started whey protein and other recommended foods. Last week, I danced with my wife at our granddaughter's birthday. We hadn't danced in over 5 years. Your arsenal against sarcopenia. The good news? Whey protein is just the start. Nature offers a full toolkit to combat sarcopenia. Lean meats. Creatine-rich, strengthening muscle fibers. Red fruits. Antioxidants fight inflammation that speeds muscle loss. Olive oil. A potent natural anti-inflammatory. Leafy greens. Nitrate-packed, boosting muscle blood flow. Beans and legumes. Slow-release protein for sustained muscle support. Nuts and seeds. Magnesium-rich, vital for muscle function. Eggs. Highly bioavailable leucine source. Fatty fish. Omega-3s reduce muscle breakdown. Greek yogurt. Casein-rich for slow-digesting protein. Whey protein. The muscle rebuilding king. Beyond looks, it's about living fully. Maintaining muscle isn't about vanity or getting strong, it's about human dignity. Standing up alone, bathing without aid, playing with grandkids, living independently. Anna, 75, says emotionally, my biggest fear was becoming a burden to my kids. After focusing on these foods, I regained enough strength to stay in my own home. The feeling of independence is priceless. A new path is possible. Science is clear, while aging is inevitable, extreme muscle loss and its devastating effects aren't. These 10 foods, eaten regularly in a balanced diet, can mean the difference between a dependent old age and one of freedom. Sarcopenia may work quietly, but you now hold the tools to fight it. Every meal can be a step toward independence, strength, and the quality of life you deserve. Have you started your fight against sarcopenia? Where are you from? And which of these foods are already in your routine? Your story could inspire others. Share, below, the power to shape your destiny. Imagine going back to when your muscles first weakened, when fragility crept in. What would you do differently? The great news, that rewind can start today. Science shows our bodies have incredible regenerative power with the right nutrients. Every muscle cell can renew, every fiber can strengthen, no matter your age. Stories that inspire. Carlos, 82, a retired widower, lived with his son and daughter-in-law. Struggling to get out of bed, he relied on help for basics like bathing and dressing. Despite their love, his family felt the strain. I saw their exhaustion in their eyes. My son hid it, but I knew I was disrupting their lives. One night, I overheard them arguing. My daughter-in-law was worn out. I decided I had to change for them and me. Carlos began the recommended foods. Progress was slow at first, almost unnoticeable. But after 3 months, he stood from bed alone for the first time in 2 years. The day I showered by myself, I cried like a child. My son found me in the bathroom, thinking something was wrong. When I explained I was crying from joy, he hugged me and cried too. 6 months later, Carlos moved back to his own apartment next door. He cooks, cleans, and rejoined his neighborhood chess club. 6 months later, Carlos moved back to his own apartment next door. He cooks, cleans, and rejoined his neighborhood chess club. No one told me it could be different. A kitchen fall fractured her hip. Post-surgery, lacking muscle strength for recovery, she never walked without a walker again. Her 2-story home of 40 years, where she raised her kids, was sold. Her sanctuary bedroom became a care facility bed. The hardest isn't the physical pain, it's losing independence. Relying on others for the bathroom, dressing, it strips something deep from you, your dignity. The science behind the transformation. Why is whey protein so effective? It's the leucine, a metabolic switch flipping on muscle protein synthesis. Studies show seniors need higher leucine doses for the same anabolic boost as youth. Whey delivers this perfectly, fostering muscle repair despite aging's hormonal shifts. Dr. Roberto Campos, a geriatric nutrition expert, explains, pair whey with our list's foods, and you get synergy. Red fruit antioxidants cut inflammation, blocking regeneration. Fish omega-3s boost muscle cell insulin sensitivity. It's the ideal environment for muscle rebuilding. Small changes, big wins. Transformation doesn't need to be drastic. Consistent small shifts yield stunning results. Helena, 68, swapped her usual breakfast, bread with butter and coffee, for Greek yogurt with red fruits and a scoop of whey. Lunch. Got more protein and dark greens. Afternoon snacks added nuts. The first month I felt little. I kept going because my daughter insisted. Month 2, I stood from chairs without hands. Month 3, I climbed mall stairs without stopping. My 5-year-old granddaughter said, "Grandma, you're running with me. Worth more than any pill." Virtuous strength. Cycle as muscles respond. A positive loop begins. More strength spurs more movement. More movement stimulates muscle growth. Stronger muscles boost metabolism, enhancing nutrient uptake. Antonio, 76, a retired bus driver, says, "First, I stood without help. Then, I walked the neighborhood. Soon I was fixing things at home, tasks I hadn't done in years. Now I tend my garden daily. Every tomato I pick is a win against weakness, beyond muscles. Unexpected gains. Fighting sarcopenia brings bonuses beyond strength. Better sleep, sharper mind, healthier gut." Donaclalia, 79, noticed, "I started eating better to avoid falls, but my mind clearing up shocked me most. That evening confusion faded. I read books without losing the thread and resumed crosswords. Researchers tie this to improved brain blood flow, reduced systemic inflammation, and renewed confidence, keeping the mind active." Family's vital role. Recovery rarely happens alone. Family support can tip the scales. Marta, 66, resisted dietary changes. "I always fed the family, decided the menu. Suddenly my daughter was telling me what to eat. It was hard to accept. The shift came when her daughter suggested cooking together, turning nutrition into bonding. We experimented with recipes from the list, our Sunday project. My granddaughter joins in. Yesterday, she taught me a red fruit whey smoothie that's delicious. I'm stronger, but the best part is our time together. Overcoming resistance and bias. A big hurdle for seniors is ditching the notion it's too late or that supplements like whey are for the young. Sue Joaquim, 84, admits, "When my son brought whey, I thought it was ridiculous. That's for bodybuilders, not old folks," I told him. He insisted, showed studies. I started to quiet him, not believing. 3 months later, I'm gardening without crippling back pain. Had to swallow my pride with the whey. Dr. Campos notes, there's bias against supplements in old age, seen as artificial. We must debunk this. Whey's just concentrated, milk protein, easing the higher protein needs when appetite shrinks. Saving through health beyond emotional costs, sarcopenia burdens finances. Falls, fractures, hospital stays, long-term care can drain savings. Studies show prevention via diet costs far less than treating consequences. I spent a fortune on pain, meds and doctor visits, says Sebastião, 77. Since eating right and regaining strength, my health costs halved. I used the savings to visit my grandkids out of town, something I couldn't do before. The journey continues. Battling sarcopenia isn't a short fight, it's ongoing. Your body responds to daily care. Donna Zulmira, 89, inspires. I started at 82 when everyone thought it was too late. Today, I'm my family's oldest and most independent. My 65-year-old daughter has more health issues. My great-granddaughters want to be like super great-grandma. She grins. The secret? Never think it's too late. Every day's a fresh start. Celebrating every victory, each step forward deserves applause. Aparecida, 73, keeps a victory journal. Monday, opened the jam jar alone. Thursday, climbed building stairs non-stop. Sunday, danced a full song at my friend's party. These daily wins fuel motivation, sparking a cycle of confidence and resolve, bridging generations. This fight unites families across ages. Paulo, 22, a nutrition student, turned theory into action for his 77-year-old grandpa. My studies gained, meaning helping grandpa. We crafted a plan he liked with key nutrients. Seeing him regain independence is my best practical lesson. Sue Manuel, his grandpa, adds, my grandson changed my life. I was readying for the end, just waiting. He showed me I've got living left, strength to reclaim. We're closer now. He takes me to meet his college friends, calls me his favorite. Case study. A responsive body, a thrilling discovery is how even a decades-old body responds to care. Lords 81 says, it's like my body was waiting for me to act. After a lifetime caring for others, I listened to its needs. The response, more. Energy, stability, life shocked me. I'd lost that dialogue with my body and now it's back. The future is now. This war isn't just for physical health. It's for dignity, independence, the right to keep writing your story. So Antonio, 86, sums it up. Regaining strength reclaimed my place in the world. I'm the protagonist again, not a spectator awaiting the end. That's priceless. Science advances, unveiling new ways to protect muscle, but the core truth holds. Your body answers to the care you give. Each meal's an opportunity, each day a chance to bolster muscle and hope. Sarcopenia may come with aging, but its severity is largely in our hands. How you live your golden years starts on your plate, in daily choices shaping your future. Donna Onda Matilda, 92, tending her garden and baking bread, says, old age comes regardless. But how? Weak or strong? Dependent or free? You decide, bit by bit, bite by bite. Your call to action. Sarcopenia doesn't wait. Each idle day costs muscle. Yet each day offers a fresh start. Begin today with small steps. Add high-quality protein to breakfast. Snack on red fruits. Swap regular oil for olive oil. Toss in nuts and seeds. Try whey protein as a boost. Time passes either way. 6 months from now, will you be stronger, freer, celebrating wins, or regretting inaction? The choice is yours. It could transform not just your years ahead, but the lives of those who love you. Your body's waiting. Feed it right, and it'll repay you with vitality you might have forgotten you had. Life's too precious for avoidable limits. Science backs you. Nature provides the fuel. All that's left is your resolve to start. The miracle of muscle recovery isn't just in food. It's in your will to live fully. No matter the calendar, your stronger future begins with your next plate, building a legacy of strength. A new purpose. Fighting sarcopenia in later years is more than physical. It's reclaiming life's reins. Redefining aging. Donna Raimunda, say 5, found new purpose. Feeling strength return, I couldn't keep it to myself. I started Thursday breakfast with friends. Greek yogurt, red fruits, whey on the table. We're 12 now, swapping recipes, cheering wins. Her Unbreakables group sparked a local revolution. Daughters and granddaughters join, weaving a multi-generational support web. My joy is crafting a different legacy, she says. Not a frail grandma needing help, but one teaching my granddaughter's strength comes from within and the plate. Reconnecting with your body. A profound shift. For many is reconciling with their body. After years of seeing it as a betrayer, they rediscover a vessel still capable of surprise. Sue Gerson, 78, a retired craftsman, shares, I saw only wrinkles and spots on my shaky hands that dropped things, once carved admired woodworks. After 4 months of protein-focused eating, the trembling eased. Strength returned, not like before, but enough to work again. Tearing up, he shows a wooden sculpture. My first piece in 3 years. Not my best, but it's everything. My peace with these hands, this body I thought had forsaken me. Rediscovering life's flavors, nutrition brings an unsung perk, reviving food's joy. Many seniors lose this pleasure to taste changes, chewing issues, or bland diets. Donna Carmem, 79, says, food lost its appeal. I ate out of duty, no flavor, no delight. My nutritionist introduced sarcopenia-fighting foods and prep ideas. It's like rediscovering the world. At nearly 80, I'm learning Indian spices and making smoothies with fruits I didn't know. This rekindled joy fights depression common in seniors losing autonomy. A quiet revolution in Brazilian homes. Across Brazil, small towns, bustling cities, rural hamlets, seniors are reclaiming strength, reshaping family dynamics. In Jaboticabal, Sujesuino, 81, says, my son adapted our home, bathroom bars, a recliner, plans for a costly lift. A year ago, I couldn't reach the yard alone. After a year of diet changes, we scrapped the upgrades. That lift money's now for travel. I'll see the sea at 81. In Manaus, Donna Raimunda, 77, leads 30 seniors cooking together thrice weekly. Started with 5, now 30 with a wait list. We share recipes, bulk buy to save, and celebrate wins. Last week, we toasted So Augusto tying his shoes after 2 years, addling. Nutrition fake news. A constant challenge is sifting science from myths in a social media age of miracle cures. Dr. Fernando Silva, a geriatric nutrologist, warns, seniors fall prey to false nutrition claims, pricey, dubious supplements or restrictive diets. Stick to science, not fads. Our 10 foods rest on solid studies. Donna Odette, 80, nearly fell for it. A friend pushed a miracle powder for pain, super expensive. My grandson researched. It was baking soda with dye, sold at a premium. Now I trust only doctor-backed science. Professional guidance matters. While diet is key, pros stress tailored oversight, especially with health conditions. Dr. Luciana Ferraz, geriatrician, says, everybody's unique. History and needs vary. What works for one may need tweaking for another. Supervise changes with nutritionists or geriatricians. Sue Arnaldo, 75, diabetic, agrees. I wanted whey ASAP, but my doctor adjusted it for diabetes. Specific doses, glucose monitoring. That care let me gain muscle without spiking sugar. Movement. The perfect partner. Nutrition shines brighter with light, tailored activity. Physiotherapist Dr. Patricia Mendez explains, diet supplies building blocks, movement triggers construction. Even short walks, sit-to-stands, or bed exercises for the mobility-limited amplify gains. Donna Margarita, 84, nearly bedbound for 8 months, says, I began with tiny bed movements while my daughter improved my diet. In 3 weeks, I sat up alone. Now I walk the block daily. Each step and bite brought me back. Overcoming cost barriers. Cost worries linger, especially for low-income seniors. Nutritionist Carla Suarez from a Recife Community Center says, whey's pricier, but eggs, milk, and yogurt work too. Beans and lentils paired right deliver protein. Adapt to budgets without skimping on nutrition. So Jose, 77, on a minimum pension manages, I can't buy everything, but I grow veggies on my balcony, swap eggs with a chicken-owning neighbor, split bulk whey with building mates. Where there's will, there's a way. Celebrating small wins. Every gain merits cheers. Inspiration for all. Maria de Lourdes, 79, runs her community's victory wall. Today I opened a bottle. Teresina, 81, held my grandson unaided. Se Jorge, 75, climbed bus stairs fearlessly after 3 years. Donna Clara, 83. It's our hub, she says. People stop, read, cry, and find hope. Many started fighting sarcopenia after a wall note. Awakening to new life beating sarcopenia is more than physical. It's a rebirth to lost possibilities. Sebastião, 86, a retired professor, says, at 82, I'd shelved dreams. Too old, too weak. I stashed my books, plans, hopes. Regaining strength via diet rekindled my will. I resumed a book I'd dropped. Last year at 85, I published my first novel. I've got signings booked and a second underway. It's not just stronger muscles, it's revived dreams. A collective call sarcopenia isn't just personal, it's a public health crisis hitting millions, straining healthcare, families, and communities. Dr. Ricardo Mendonça, geriatric researcher, urges, we need broader awareness. Many falls and losses could be avoided with info and nutrition access. It's not just individual, it demands collective action, public policies for education and food access. Reclaimed wisdom. The greatest gain may be reconnecting with decades of wisdom, dimmed when the body traps it. Antonio, 92, a philosopher and granddad of 7, reflects, as my body failed, my mind, 90+ years of lessons, felt lost. Not from forgetting, but from battling limits, leaving no room to share. Eyes gleaming, he adds, regaining strength let me advise my family, tell stories to great-grandkids, befriend younger neighbors. Age's wisdom is too precious to lock in a sarcopenia-weakened body. A horizon of possibility for those armed. With knowledge and grit, the future isn't decline, it's vibrant independence, preserved dignity, life in full. Dr. Marina Coelho, nutrition researcher, beams, we're just scratching the surface of nutrition's power against pathological aging. Each study shows more regeneration potential, even late in life. It's never too late for quality of life. Those on this path, the future glows, not with limitations' hues, but with resilience's colors. Donna Zenaide, 94, sipping her red fruit whey smoothie, says, the future isn't just for youth, it's for those brave enough to fight for. It builded daily, bite by bite. I'll keep building mine to the last day. The final message, sarcopenia may tag along with age, but its havoc isn't set. With knowledge, resolve, and nutrients, we can rewrite our final chapter. Not decline and dependence, but resilience, strength, and abundant life. The choice is yours. Your next plate could launch this transformation.